Bring yourselves into the center of your mat, please. And as always, whichever way you habitually cross your legs, go the other way. So that you are feeling just that slight level of uncomfortableness as a way to try and even ourselves up. Good. Now when you're ready, lift the crown of the head towards the ceiling. Let the shoulders relax. Take a deep breath in and a long breath out. And then start to settle yourself in, closing your eyes, generally taking everything just a little bit more inwardly. And while you continue to do that, I'm going to close the window because it's a bit noisy. Good, and if you're feeling it, maybe start to bring in an Ujjayi breath here. So that's where you restrict the back of your throat. As you inhale, and exhale. It's almost like you're trying to restrict the airflow down to that of a little straw. Like you're softly snoring. Just letting your heart rate reach that point where it's nice and steady. You're starting to think about which areas of your body you would like to focus on more today. At which point in any particular movement or pose you want to remind yourself of that particular part of your body. Is it on the inhale when you lift? Or is it on an exhale as you relax? Good, and then when you're ready, let's start to take the shoulders up towards the ears and squeeze them up nice and tall, and then roll them back and down. Good, let's do the same thing but in reverse. So take the shoulders back, puff the chest, then lift them up towards the ears, and shift them forwards and down. Breathe. Good, when you're ready, reach your hands up towards the ceiling. Interlace the fingers and then press your palms up towards the ceiling as well. Good, see if you can reach your left hand a little higher, then your right hand, before reaching your hands down by your side towards the floor. Good, turn your head to the left and then round to the right before shaking out your wrists. Good, flicking your fingers and rolling your arms in whatever capacity you see fit. Good, then we're going to draw ourselves round onto all fours. Good, let's keep our fingers nice and spread onto the mat. Good, we're going to draw our right hand forwards a little bit, take our right toes out to the right hand side as we draw our left leg back, turn on the heel, and then look to the left as you reach your arm up. Good, now let's lift the left leg away from the floor. Lean into your right foot. Good. Now when you're ready, we're going to start to do circles. So we're going to bring our elbows towards our knees and vice versa before reaching out and coming back in. Keep the breath here nice and steady. The movement's nice and fluid. Good. Now reach out. Turn yourself back towards the floor. Use your stomach muscles here to hold you steady. Breathe. Good. Then bring everything back down towards the floor. Bring your hands back into alignment with each other and give your tailbone a little wiggle from side to side, and gently draw your body over your fingers and back towards your heels. Good. Keep this movement going. So it's like a seesaw motion, pulling your body forwards and then stretching it all the way back. Good. Good. Now bring yourself back to a neutral spine. Give your bum a wiggle. Good. Then take your left hand a little bit further forward than the right. Turn the left toes off to the side. Slide your right leg back. Lower the heel down. Reach your arm. Lift your right leg. And then go back into those circular motions. Keeping it nice and slow. Knee to elbow. And then the two away. Breathe. Good. Now turn yourself back towards the floor. Good. Use your core muscles here to hold you nice and steady. Breathe. Good. Then drop everything back down towards the floor. Bring everything back onto all fours. Give your tailbone a wiggle. Good. Hands come a little bit further forwards again. And lift yourself up and back into your downward facing dog. Keep reaching your bum up nice and high. Give yourself a good old stretch. Breathe. Steady breaths in. Steady breaths out. Good. And when you're ready, slowly press yourself forwards so you come into a plank. Look forwards. Flip over onto the tops of your feet and then let yourself come down into a cobra. We cheated a bit there as we weren't going through chaturanga. Good. Tuck your toes and lift yourself back into downward facing dog. Good. Start to do bicycle movements with your legs to loosen up the backs of your calves and your hamstrings. Good. Then when you're ready, press your right foot down and lift your left leg up. Good. Hold it there. Breathe. Keep pressing that heel back. Good. Now curl this leg underneath you. Squeeze it up towards your chest. Bring yourself forwards into a plank. Good. Send yourself all the way back and up. Three-leg dog. Good. Curl it under again. Nice and slow. Up over the fingers. Squeeze that knee up. Take it all the way back. Three-leg dog. Good. Curl this leg underneath again. And step the foot up in between your hands. Good. Take a moment, breathe. Good, now look forwards in your runner's lunge. And then when you're ready, lift into your high lunge. Good. Open your chest, bend a little deeper into that front knee. Good, see if you can close your eyes here. It's going to be a challenge for your balance. Hold it steady. Good, and when you're ready, fold yourself back down towards the floor. Good, we're going to pick our right foot away from the floor and tap the back of our left calf. Okay, we're going to hold it there. Good, now lean as far forwards into your left foot as you can. Keep that back leg bent. And then try and move yourself into a standing split. So that's lifting the back leg up and then back to bring yourself back into your runner's lunge. Good, plant your hands into the floor and lift yourself back and up, three-leg dog. Good, now 3 in quick succession. Forwards, back, forwards, back, forwards, pause there. Step the foot one more time, drop your back knee down, and then reach your left arm up towards the ceiling. Good, take a long breath in. Let it go. Good, drop that hand down towards the floor. Lift the back knee away from the floor and step yourself up to the top of the mat. Good, bend your knees deeply, swoop your arms into chair pose, and then up to standing. Good, take another long breath in, reach your hands, and then fold all the way back down towards the floor. Bend your knees deeply, palms go into the floor, fly to the back of the mat. Good, this time take yourself down through a chaturanga and back and up into a cobra. Breathe. Good, flip on your toes and take yourself back into downward facing dog. Good, strong breath in here. And release. When you're ready, left foot presses in as the right leg lifts. Hold it there. Good, come really high on your left toes and slow motion. Curl that leg underneath, pulling yourself over your fingers. Good, send it all the way back. Good, curl it under. Pause. Send it all the way back. Good, again, curl this leg underneath you and step yourself up towards the top of the mat. Good, so you're in your runner's lunge. Look forwards, and then when you're ready, reach yourself up, high lunge. Again, see if you can close your eyes here and hold your balance as well as you can. Good, open your eyelids. Fold yourself back down towards the floor. Good, we're gonna go back into our standing split. So we're gonna lift the back foot away from the floor, bring the knee to the calf. Lean forwards into that front foot and then try and unfurl that back leg towards the ceiling and then all the way to the back. Good, breathe. When you're ready, inhale, lift, high lunge. I've forgotten what I did. Good, let's fold ourselves back down towards the floor. Drop the back knee down and then reach your right arm up towards the ceiling.
Andy, we did a bit here where we went back into the three-legged dog and brought our leg down quickly.
You're right, we did. Thank you. Good. Let's bring our hands back down, lift the back knee, and take yourself back into your 3-leg dog. Oh yes, the quick succession. When you're ready, 3 quick movements. Under and back. Under and back. Under. Pause there. Step the foot down. Then we lowered our back knee. Turn to the right, lift the right arm up. Breathe. Good. Bring that hand back down towards the floor. Lift the back knee away from the floor and step yourself up to the top of the mat. Good. Bend your knees deeply. Sweep the arms into chair pose. Good. Now sink down. We're going to hold this for twice the length of time. Breathe. Good. Then press the floor away. Come all the way up to standing. Good. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, fold. Good. Bring your hands deeply into the mat. Bend your knees nice and deeply as well. Find buoyancy in your legs and then fly to the back of the mat. Good. Take your hands a little wider towards the sides of the mat. Good. Now we're going to move back into downward facing dog. Bend our knees. Fly to the top. Good. Fly straight back. Downward facing dog. Bend the knees. Fly to the top. Fly back. Downward facing dog. Last one of those. Bend the knees. Fly to the top. Fly back. Downward facing dog. Good. Take a long breath in here. And then sigh it out. Good. Draw yourself forwards nice and slowly into a plank. Just as slowly, lower yourself down through a chaturanga and up into upward facing dog. Open your chest. Breathe. Good. Flip yourself back over onto your toes. And when you're ready, lift. Left leg back towards the ceiling. Good. This time bend the knee and open that leg up to the side and look underneath your left armpit. Good. Now see if you can come high on your right toes. Curl the leg round and step the foot up in between your hands. Good. Draw the back foot in until you can get the heel down on the back foot. And this back leg is nice and straight. Good. Bend deeply into that front knee. Interlace your thumbs behind your back and press your hands back to lift yourself up into warrior one. Good. Hold it there. Breathe. Good. Now uninterlace your thumbs. Reach your hands towards the ceiling. Good. Now press the weight into the left knee and then lift off and take your hands back. Reverse it, take it exactly back to where it was, and then lift yourself off. Hold steady, breathe, and then take yourself back. Good. Lift off. Hold steady, breathe, and then take yourself back. Good. Bring your hands into a prayer down past your chest and turn to the left. You may have to bend a little deeper into your left knee here if you're able to do this. Good. Breathe. Good. Come back to center. Good. Press more weight into your left foot and then lift your back foot away from the floor. My head's fully gone into the curtains here. Good. Hands into prayer underneath your chest. Lift that leg up as high as you can. Good. Then drop the foot down behind you so you go back into a high lunge. Fold yourself back towards the floor. Step back into a plank. Good, chaturanga into upward facing dog. Open your chest, breathe. Good, flip on your toes and go back into downward facing dog. Good, let's press the left foot into the floor as the right leg lifts. Bend the knee and open those hips to the side. Look underneath your right armpit. Good, now begin to straighten out your left leg as you curl this leg round and underneath you, stepping the foot up in between your hands. Good, let's draw that left leg back, note in, so you get it into warrior one footing. Good, interlace the thumbs behind you. Press your hands back to reach your body up into your warrior one. Breathe. Good. Uninterlace your fingers and reach your hands towards the ceiling. Good, and then we're going to do those 3 lift-offs and step backs. So when you're ready, inhale, lift. Bend the hands behind you. Good, step back. Reach the hands towards the ceiling. Good. 2 more. Good, last one. Step that foot back. Good. Strong bend into the front knee. Hands come down into a prayer past your chest. Turn to the right. Good, breathe. Hold it here. Keep bending into that front knee. Good, then when you're ready, slowly curl those arms back underneath you. Press into your right foot. And when you're ready, lift the left leg towards the ceiling. Into warrior 3. Hold it there. Strengthen that leg. Good, then when you're ready, drop that foot down behind you. Lift yourself up into your high lunge. Fold yourself back down. Step back into your plank. Lower yourself through chaturanga into upward facing dog. Gently swing your hips from side to side. Good, flip the toes and take yourself back into downward facing dog. Long breath in. Sigh it out. Good. When you're ready, lift your left leg up towards the ceiling. Bend the knee and open the hips to the side. Good. This time we're going to take the leg even further across the back and down onto the floor. Straighten out your right leg and reach your left hand towards the back of the room. So you're stretching out the front left part of your body into wild thing. Breathe. Good, and when you're ready, flip yourself back round into your 3-leg dog. Curl the leg underneath you. Step that foot right up towards the top of the mat. Good, when you're ready, rise up. High lunge. Good, pivot on your back foot and open up into your warrior 2. Yeah, bring your hands to your waist for a second just to check your feet. I was like, what's the plural of foot? Mine's gone. Good, arms come out. Turn and look over your left hand. Flip the palm. And then keeping your legs where they are, extend back into your exalted warrior. Good, now bear nice and deeply into that left knee. As you begin to rotate your hands back round, bring your left hand down onto the floor next to your left foot. Option here to take a bind. Reaching your left hand underneath your leg, right hand round your back, and see if you can shift your right shoulder back. Breathe. Good. Good, let's drop that left hand down onto the floor again. And this time reach our right arm over into diagonal. Good. Now we're going to bring our right hand down towards the floor. Good, I'm going to turn myself around a little bit here so you can see. Now we're going to start to walk our hands towards the top right corner of the mat and sink yourself as low as you're able to. Breathe. Keep walking those hands forwards if you can. Good, and when you're ready, draw yourself back. Bring your left foot back in towards the center, and then pivot yourself up into warrior two. Good, take a deep breath in, lift your shoulders. Exhale to pivot yourself down towards the floor, unplug your heel, step your foot back, take it down through chaturanga, up into upward facing dog, and again, rock hips from side to side. Good, flip over onto your toes and go back into downward facing dog. Good, when you're ready, right leg lifts. Good, bend the knee, open the hips to the side, and then drop that foot down behind you, straighten your left leg, and reach to the back of the room. Wild thing. Breathe. Good, when you're ready, flip yourself back over into your three-leg dog. Then curl everything underneath and step yourself up to the top of your mat. Good, lift up, high lunge, pivot out, warrior two. Good, again, check your feet, check that you're happy. And then when you're ready, flip your front palm, pivot yourself back, exalted warrior. Good, bend a little deeper into that right knee, get deep. And then pivot round. Hand comes down to the floor, left arm reaching. Option here, take a bind. Shifting your left shoulder back and looking towards the ceiling. Good, when you're ready, drop that right hand back down towards the floor. The left arm diagonal. Breathe. Good, before dropping that left hand down as well. Turn towards the top left corner of the mat. See how low you can bring yourself. Breathe. Good, walk your hands back. And then lift yourself up into your warrior two. Good, this time we're going to turn our front foot so it's facing in the same direction as the back foot. Hands come into a prayer. When you're ready, we're going to dip down into our right leg, come all the way back up, dip down to the left, come all the way back up. Keep these movements going. If you're able to connect your elbow with your knee, then that's something to aim for. Good. When you next come back to center, pause. Reach your hands up towards the ceiling. Good. Uninterlace the hands. Cactus arms. And bend your knees deeply. Hold here. Stick your bum back. Puff your chest out. Breathe. Good. And slowly re-extend your legs, your arms. Turn your toes back to facing the front. Arms come out into warrior two. Deep breath in, lift your shoulders. Exhale to pivot down. Unplug your back heel. Step yourself back into a plank. Chaturanga into upward facing dog. Breathe. And then flip over onto your toes. Downward facing dog. Long breath in. Steady breath out. Good, again, take your hands a little wider, look between them, bend your knees deeply. Fly to the top of your mat. Good. And then fly back. Hips high. Downward facing dog. Good, when you're ready, left leg lifts. Good, curl the leg round the outside. And then see if you can step the foot to the outer side of your right hand. Lower the back knee down. See if you can shift that back leg back a little bit further. So we've come into lizard. Good. Then when you're ready, get yourself as low as your body will be willing to get. Okay, so if this comes down onto your forearms, great. If you're not quite ready for that, go back up onto your hands. You can always roll onto the outer edge of your left foot. Final thing to do, if you're feeling it, is to lift your back knee and rock. Forwards and backwards. When you're ready, drop your back knee down. Bring yourself back up onto your hands and then shift your hips back. Okay, so we're straightening out our left leg. Bring your left hand onto the top of your left thigh. Hold it there and breathe. Bend into that foot. Hands come back, the top of the mat, lift the back knee, swing that leg round and up. 3-leg dog. Good, pull forwards into a 3-leg plank, and then lower yourself down into Chaturanga and Cobra before flicking yourself back up into downward facing dog. And we'll do the same thing on the other side. So when you're ready, right leg lifts. Curl all the way around and step that foot to the right hand side of your right hand. Pop the back knee down. Shift that leg back as far as possible. Good, then begin to lower yourself down to the lowest point that your body will allow. And then when you're ready, lift the back knee. Breathe. Rock. Good. Drop that back knee down. Hands come back up. Straighten out your right leg, bringing one hand to the top of your right thigh and press. Breathe. Good, then rebend. Hands come down, back knee lifts. And then lift yourself up and back, 3-leg dog. Pull forwards Chaturanga, Cobra, and then what we've all been waiting for, Child's Pose. And use this opportunity to let your breath slowly climb its way back down to that breathing rate that you had at the beginning. Good. Draw yourself up onto all fours and then lift yourself up so you're on your knees. Tuck your toes and we're going to go into a little back bend. Good. Take your fists behind your back and press them onto the part where your bum meets your back. Then squeeze your elbows together to try and puff your chest out. Take a deep breath in and lift your chest and then start to just tilt back. You may just only want to go this far, or if you want to take your hands down towards your heels, then go for it. Just keep the chest lifted. Option again is to untuck your toes and take your hands back. Keep that chest lifted. Good, then press yourself all the way back up. Bring your hands right off the top of the mat, bum over the top of your knees. Your chest sink down. And breathe. Good, draw your hands back towards you. Give your tailbone a wiggle. And then shift yourself down onto your bum and swivel your legs around. So they're out in front, like this. Good. Now we're going to do this 3 times, okay? So follow along on the first one, but bear in mind you're getting yourself back to this position after you finish the first one and doing it 2 more times. What we're going to do is we're going to lift our chest, exhale to fold forwards, reach your hands forwards, and then reach them up. Engage your core muscles and roll yourself down. Good, then draw your hands back down to the floor and pull yourself up. Good, 2 more of those. So deep breath in, lift the chest, fold. Reach hands forwards and up. Engage your core muscles to roll yourself down. Hands goes onto the floor. Lift yourself all the way back up. Good, last one. See if you can do it a little slower. When you're ready, inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, fold, reach forwards. Hands lift, engage your abs. And slowly roll down towards the floor. This time when you get down to the floor, stay there and breathe. Here, nice and slowly, draw your knees in towards your chest and gently rock yourself up and down your spine. Good. Then when you're ready, keep your knees close to your chest. Bring your hands down by your side. Now try your best here to not move your head. Just keep it looking straight towards the ceiling. Okay, so don't be tempted to turn and look at your device. Because next, we are going to press our hands down into the floor lift ourselves up onto our shoulders and take our legs behind us. Good. Next stage is to walk your hands up your back. Keep that neck nice and straight. Good. Final thing is to reach your legs towards the ceiling, supported by your hands. Good. Gently bend the knees and then relift them. Bend the knees and relift. Bend the knees and relift. Good. Now start to take your feet down behind you as far as your body is willing to let them go. And then using your hands, help allow your body to come back down onto the mat. Nice and slowly. Your ab muscles here to help as well. Until you can bring your feet flat down onto the floor. Good. Move yourself up into a bridge pose. And then lower. Good. Let's start to move our legs, our knees, from side to side. So we're twisting. And then after moving your knees from side to side, finally draw your legs forwards and down onto the floor. Take a deep breath in and a long breath out. Your shoulders melt into the floor. Bum melt. Let every part of your body that touches the mat soften. Let your jaw become heavy. And let your breath become automatic. And then nice and slowly start to wiggle your fingers and your toes and your nose. Next inhale, draw your knees in towards your chest. And roll yourself over to either the right or the left hand side. Gently pressing yourself up. Back to your seated position you took at the beginning of the class. And then take a nice long breath in and sigh it out. Until your eyelids open. Thank you for joining today. please make sure you drink plenty of water, as you may have sweated. But to all of you who have joined, most importantly to yourselves, goodbye.